After Pride Night backlash, LA Dodgers announced Christian Faith and Family Day. On May 26, Los Angeles Dodgers announced a relaunch of another themed day at Dodger Stadium, Christian Faith and Family Day. Following the uproar over an upcoming Pride Night event featuring a group of queer and trans nuns, the announcement came after controversy over the team's decision to invite then uninvited and then re-invite the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, a drag group that raises money for LGBTQ plus causes, to its Pride Night on June 16th. The Dodgers had initially intended to recognize the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence with a, quote, Community Hero Award, but rescinded the invite on May 17th after Catholic organizations called out the troupe as a, quote, blatantly perverted, sexual, and anti-Catholic hate group, end quote. The Dodgers then announced its change of heart, saying it was uninviting the group, only to flip-flop again after that decision sparked a backlash from LGBTQ plus organizations, including LA Pride, which said it now would not be participating in the 10th annual Pride Night at Dodger Stadium. Sister Unity, a founding member of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, said that they were happy to receive the invitation again. Okay, well, you know, it's like ping pong out there in the world, you know, and we're going back and forth. It's like companies they're showing courage by announcing these events and including us in these events. And then they're feeling the pressure of whoever, the moms sitting at the table, the right-wing Christian groups, all these the politicians who are politicizing every single moment of every single day. And then here we are. So what do? We're like, thanks for the invitation again. We don't even like show an attitude. You know, we're not even like, we're not snubbing. We're like, listen, we're here, we're queer, and we're not going anywhere. And the Sisters of Indulgence, of Perpetual Indulgence, I mean, I met those ladies out in San Francisco. So, I mean, they should open my eyes. I get it. You know, some of their stuff is edgy. It pushes the button, and you know, it could be argued whether or not some of their stuff is appropriate for children under the age of. But there's a lot of things in this world that I would like to ask if it's appropriate for children under the age of 6. Or so why are we then now taking this and applying it to just the drag queens? Mm-hmm. We need to then do a full sweep. If we're really protecting children out here and this is our concern, then let's go ahead and do a full cultural sweep, and let's then our morality sweep even.
Well, yeah. First of all, I'm against that because that's what parents should do.
Yeah.
First of all, as a parent. Second of all, the Dodgers have really lived up to their name by dodging controversy. So that's really what obviously whoever works for the Dodgers and their PR department, everyone should be fired. This is a terrible story. And we need to push organizations or companies to have a backbone. Either you support us or you don't support us. There is no like, well, we're going to support you a little bit now, but not in public, because I think that's a big problem. And the messaging, I'm actually kind of against now we're going to boycott it. Every Pride organization should show up at that game and come out in full force and say, are you going to exclude all of these people from your marketing for ticket sales? Because again, we have a huge community, and if we take our buying power away, you're going to be impacted. And lastly, I'll say tomorrow night is Pride at the Park for the Marlins. So please go out, grab your tickets, go support Save. They're going to be there tomorrow night, and come show your pride at the Florida Marlins in Miami.
And just a quick plug for that, Gay Men's Chorus South Florida will be performing the national anthem. So good on them.
Sister's story to me is like unbelievable. I've met them too. Mm-hmm. They're fantastic. The hypocrisy of a Catholic organization to come out and say they're a little too much. Nobody's worse than the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Get mad at me if you want.
Not at all.
But nobody's like abused more kids sexually than that organization. I don't even know how they're still open. Any other organization on the planet would have been shut down after 2 kids. They're into tens of thousands in every country all over. It's like, what are you talking about?
And the death of indigenous people.
You're right. And exactly. So it's like, really? You're trying to take a high ground against
and of all places, Los Angeles.
Like drag performers hanging out at a baseball game? That's where you're gonna go. You know what I mean? You don't make this uproar when the priest is like found to have. Nobody says anything.
Oh no, it's all nothing to see here.
Yeah, but all of a sudden now you have so much to say. Give me a break. I'm tired of these hypocritical religions. You want to practice whatever you want. You want to believe in whatever you want. It's a free country. You can do that. But this trying to use it as a weapon against people,
And
not
government
acceptable.
doing that too.
Not acceptable.
Whatever happened to separation of church and state?
Exactly.
There's a lot of that overcross now, which goes against.
And the other thing we have to be careful of, to your point, is that the right wing has decided that what they're trying to do is make pride not marketable. They're trying to make it something that's a negative.
Yes.
They're trying to make it because they know that companies do, they come out for a lot of different things, not just during Pride Month. And so they're trying to, like with Bud Light, like with Bud Light, they said, we need to make this pride thing not something that corporations want to be attached to. Yeah. And so to your point, you're right. Corporations are going to have to decide what side are you going to be on, because they're going to come after everything. They're going to come after everything that says pride to see how far can they push back.
I mean, look what they're doing to Target right now.
I know, it's ridiculous.
If I see one more TikTok video with someone destroying the merchandise for the Pride merchandise in a Target, I'm like, you guys get a life, get a life.
But it's very dangerous. And it's very dangerous. We need the corporate support. And to your buying power part, I mean, we really need to, enough with the games, enough with sugarcoating, enough with taking our money, but not really taking us as human beings. Yeah. And it's like, you have to pick a side, guys.
And I think, before we move on to Amy, I think it's worth pointing out that we're not the ones who keep bringing religion into this.
Exactly.
Right. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are a comedy group. They are a satire group. They are in no way trying to say they are associated with the Catholic Church. So that's what. We didn't ask for the Dodgers to bring back Family and Faith Night or whatever it is. That's not part of us.
We don't even care if you have it.
They're the
why is it bothering you for Pride Night?
But they were the ones, people, it's demonizing. It's okay, well, we'll do the gays, but then we'll also do the anti-gays
for our sins by bringing in a Catholic or
right,
like
discriminatory group. And these things are not equally, mutually.
Too bad if you're agnostic or you're or you're Muslim or you're a Buddhist. What will that night do for you?
Yeah,
absolutely nothing.
I don't know.
Hashtag fail Dodgers.
I don't know who they're playing on Faith and Christianity night, but I know I won't be rooting for the Dodgers that night.
Or Ebba.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show from Happening Out Television Network. In the model of PBS and NPR, we educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the stories going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.